Hi, I'm Ayasa Talks, a Jamaican living abroad, and I love to speak about the land of my birth, which is the beautiful island of Jamaica, my gold spoon, Jamaica. So, as of recently, there has been sort of a few bad reputations out there in regards to Jamaicans who has the opportunity to travel overseas and has resorted to illegal activities. Now, with that being said, Jamaicans are now having this reputation that we conduct in illegal activities. I just want to put it out there that not all Jamaicans are involved in these types of illegal activities. As a matter of fact, a majority of Jamaicans are not involved in these type of illegal activities. So, with that reputation out there, it is actually causing impact for those who will travel in the future, and Jamaica is working on that little situation. So, with that reputation out there, I actually wanted to enlighten those who are listening that Jamaicans are very ambitious people, and the majority of Jamaicans are very hardworking people. And if given the opportunity, we can do amazing things with that opportunity. And sometimes in our own home country, we don't always have the opportunity that we're looking for. So most of us resort to traveling overseas in search of a better life, in search of that opportunity, the life that we always want to live. And for most of us, when we are given that opportunity, we will take it and run off with it. We will take it and we will do many great and wonderful things with it. So for one, I want to say that Jamaicans are very proud people, very ambitious people. And, Jamaicans, I always say, will never be left behind because we have what is called a competitive spirit within us. So Jamaica loves to rise to the occasion, and we are always exceeding expectations. So I want to speak about a Jamaican immigrant who migrated to the United States of America and took that opportunity and ran off with it. And his story it's something to be proud of as a fellow Jamaican. And not only to be proud of it, but also just to be able to find it as inspirational for those who are looking for opportunities, whether the opportunities will come from overseas or whether it will come from within Jamaica. This story is very enlightening and very encouraging. And just to let you know that, all you need is just the right environment, and a determined mind, and you can go far and you can do great and wonderful things. Even when people doubt you, even when people do not see your vision, as long as you are committed to what God put in you, you can go very, very far in life. So this is a story of the founder of Golden Crust. I don't know if you know or if you are familiar with that company, Golden Crust. It's a bakery that sells Jamaican patties. They are known for selling Jamaican patties. Well, the founder of this company, his name is Lowell Hawthorne. Mr. Hawthorne migrated to the U.S. I believe it was in the 80s or 1980, somewhere there, where he migrated to the United States of America. And when he migrated here to the USA, he actually founded a position as an accountant working for the police firm. And while Mr. Hawthorne was there working at the police firm, he actually always had it within him that he wanted to be an entrepreneur, and he wanted to open up his own bakery because his parents in Jamaica had their own bakery, and Mr. Hawthorne migrated to the United States. And you would think that he would be comfortable and happy in this position as an accountant, but no, it is always within him to be an entrepreneur. Let me tell you that whatever is in you will drive you. It is going to be like a thorn under your skin until you listen to that drive that is within you. So he is always driven to be an entrepreneur. And of course, sometimes starting up a business, it is tough. If you don't have the capital to get started, it can be tough. So Mr. Hawthorne relied on what he knew. And this is something that a lot of us Jamaicans, we probably abuse this method of raising money to do things. But Mr. Hawthorne, I'm having problems pronouncing his last name. Mr. Hawthorne, Lowell Hawthorne, actually raised the capital to start his business, to open his first bakery by what Jamaicans called partner. I've also heard people call it susu as well. And I guess different countries have different names for that. But partner, where a lot of people come together and they throw money into a pot, and then every week or on a frequent basis, a person will get their draw and so forth. So I don't know if Mr. Hawthorne through multiple partners in order to achieve this, but the money, the capital that he needed to start his business was through throwing partner. That's how he raised his money and opened up his first bakery. We're talking about transferable skills now. Transferable skills that he actually acquired in Jamaica and came here to America, and he is resorting back to those skills that he knew and probably knew best, and that is what he used to establish himself here in America. So it wasn't necessarily accounting. It seemed like that was not his passion. His passion was to have his own bakery, and just to be his own boss at the end of the day. Everybody wants to be their own boss. So what he resorted to was to go ahead and carry on the family business of running a bakery, and he did just that. And let me tell you that this man has worked so hard over the years to build and establish that business. I mean, he was committed to it, because remember that is a passion. That is that thing that was always in him, that thorn that is always under his skin that he just needs to get out of him. And let me say, there's a lot of us out there, we have a lot of things in us, a lot of skills in us, that we just cannot bury. We need to get it out of us. I would encourage you to follow your heart, follow what it is that is within you to generate your own wealth. And that is what Mr. Hawthorne did. And today, even though, by the way, sad note, he did pass away, but the business continues, It's a family business that continues. And what I find that is so amazing about this story is that Mr. Hawthorne became the very first Caribbean business owner to be granted a franchise. The very first Caribbean business owner here in the United States to be granted a franchise. That is a big thing. We're talking about our Jamaican, Mr. Lowell Hawthorne, who is no longer with us, but the legacy continues, is the very first Caribbean-owned business to be granted a franchise here in the United States. And with that, today they have over 120 locations throughout 7 or 9 states. Now, let me tell you what states those are. Okay, so if I'm just going to take the time to mention these states because I am so proud. I mean, that tells you that as Jamaicans, we are much more than the labels that is placed on us, you know. There are Jamaicans out there who are working hard, who are taking advantage of that opportunity to make something of ourselves, you know. So not all of us has our minds in the gutter. We are working hard, and we're making a difference in America, and also making a difference in society in general, and we're making an impact in our very own country of Jamaica. So this in with that being said, Golden Cross, a Jamaican bakery, has over 120 locations spread across several states here in the US. And we're talking about Florida, Georgia, North Carolina, Maryland, Texas, Connecticut, Massachusetts, New York, and New Jersey. That is to raise your hat for, you know, to bow your head for, just to give an applause for. I mean, this is coming out of humble Jamaica, you know, because most of us, when we come here, we didn't come here with anything. And when I say here, I'm talking about abroad, wherever abroad is. You will go abroad with nothing but your ambition and the skills that you have acquired in Jamaica. But when you make it abroad, is it easy to to establish yourself? No, it is not. But some way, somehow, you can rely on the skills that you enter that country with. Okay, you didn't go there empty-handed, you know, but we all come to America with something within us that we can capitalize on. And I am beginning to find out, guys, that you see that drive that's within you. I believe that is where that wealth lies. It's not so much about going to college and paying up all that money, $80,000 a year and all of that kind of stuff to acquire that degree and to go out and work for these amazing organizations just to say that you are XYZ, just for the title. You know what I mean? And that title will not bring you wealth. That title will not bring you wealth. As a matter of fact, I don't believe 9 to 5 brings wealth, but I believe what brings wealth is that what God puts in you, it's those drive that God put in you. You know, I believe it is that thing in you that you love to do is what will generate wealth if you know how to cultivate it, you know, and follow that drive, that desire that lies within you. I do believe that is what will generate wealth. And that is what Mr. Hawthorne did. The man just loves to bake patties. And I have been to that bakery so many times, and I did not even know the story behind it all. And you know, and I always say this patty is good. This is very good patty. This is the most authentic patty I've ever had in the United States of America. And yes, there are other patties out there, and I'm not putting it down, but I gotta tell you, Golden Cross patty is very, very good. Now, I always wonder why. Why is it so authentic? Why is it so good? Well, come to find out that a majority of their ingredients come directly out of Jamaica. You know, yes, they don't tell us everything that is in their patty. They don't. And I mean, that's a baker's secret. But we already know the Scotch bonnet pepper, the thyme, the pimento, all of those things are coming directly out of Jamaica. And that is why the Jamaican patty, that Golden Cross patty, is so tasty, is so authentic, is so delicious. I mean, it is so close to what we know coming out of Jamaica, like the flavors, you know, that authentic flavor. I mean, they have their own distinctive taste, but what they have is that Jamaican flavor that you can clearly recognize in every bite of that patty. And I tell you, as a Jamaican, that story inspires me, and it also inspires me to tell my children, so it can inspire them, so that they know where they're coming from as far as Jamaicans and how ambitious our people are, and just for them to be proud of who they are, be proud of their Jamaican heritage, you know. So I hope this story is of encouragement for someone that is listening to me sharing this story. If you are a Jamaican, you have dreams and goals and aspirations within you. You have a drive. You have that thing that always pulls you, that always tugs on you. Go and follow your heart. Go after it, because I do believe that's the natural gift that God placed in you, and you should follow that. You should definitely follow that, because sometimes you will not always make it up here by working 9 to 5, but it is going after what that desire that is within you is what will pull you out of poverty, if you're in that position, that will take you to a higher place financially, and everybody wants to be in a higher place financially, I do, I do. So it is what's within you that will make a difference in your life. As a matter of fact, Mr. Hawthorne suggested that what you should do is, first of all, invest in yourself. Know what you want to do. Let me rephrase that. First of all, know what you want to do. Work hard and invest in yourself. That was his motto, and that is what he did. And look at Golden Cross today, 120 locations across the United States. So keep that in mind when you want to go after your own dreams. Make sure that you first of all know what you want, so you don't waste time trying to figure out your purpose in this world. Your purpose is already in you. Whatever it is that drives you, that is your purpose. Go after it. The man made patties and he solved a whole problem. We miss that authentic Jamaican patty. So when we find that bakery and we bite into that authentic patty, it's like a taste of home. So just whatever is within you, you do the same. You go after it with all of your might. Know what you want, work hard, and just remember to invest in yourself. So another thing about this amazing company is that this company, also invest in the youths. They come out of high school, they're going off to college, they will give scholarships, to these young people, so they too can go after their dreams. But what is so admirable about this company is that not only are they giving here in America, but they're also giving in Jamaica. Right now, Jamaica has endured the worst storm ever, which is Hurricane Melissa, and a lot of farmers in Jamaica, they are without right now. They have to start over because clearly Melissa just came in and depleted everything. But this company is rising to the occasion, and they're going into Jamaica and they're going there to help out a few farmers, as many as they can help. Of course, there's always a limit. The money can only stretch but so much, but they are going into the country and they are going there to help out at least 10 farmers to get started all over again, especially right now since they have to pause operation, until they're able to get back on track. So Golden Cross is going to assist these farmers by providing the equipment and the seedlings, all those things that they need to get operation going again. So I'm just saying, when we go to Golden Cross, if you are familiar with that company, the next time you buy a patty, eat it with lots of joy, lots of pride, because this is one of our Jamaican who got the opportunity to migrate to America and made a major difference here in the US of America. And not just here in the US, but also in Jamaica. And who's to say, maybe globally, we don't know, but they've certainly made a difference and an impact in society. And I just want to say that this story has not only inspired the listeners, those that are listening, but it also inspires me and it inspires my children, because I want them to be aware of who they are as proud, hardworking Jamaicans, you know? So, and that we are here to make a difference in the world, and a difference to those around us, a difference in our society. Thank you guys so much for listening to my content. I hope that you enjoyed this content. Please do like, share, and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.